Hello there and welcome back. Today is my second episode of Killer Combos. So I did one previously with the Electron Machine Drum with the Torso T1 sequencer. I thought, and I still think those two things together are incredibly fun and amazing. And I don't know why I didn't try it before, but the Perkons with the Godfather and a touch of OTO Boum seems a match made in heaven. What kind of heaven would love to play with these two beasts? I don't know. Anyway, somebody asked me on my Instagram, like, why don't you try those two guys together? And it works amazing. Mostly because the Perkons is a 4-voice synthesizer, machine drum, whatever you want to call it, and the Godfather is a 4-channel processor. So together are like meant to be. I want to go just a quick video and show you a few ideas and tips to make the things work, and also some tips that you can use with other kind of stuff, and yeah, keep it fun. Before going on, some way you can help and support my page, please hit the like button, share this content, become a subscriber here. You can buy from the affiliate link. Whatever you buy after you click the link, I will get a tiny percentage and you will pay the same. Super easy way to support. And you can become a patron. On Patreon I go more in depth, I share exclusive video, I always reply to your mail, and I'll help you however I can. So let's go back here. What you just see listen is the amazing use that you can do of the Godfather with any kind of instrument. What I learned with this tool, rather than using it as 4 separate channel and blah blah blah, I use it more as a glue factor and something that creatively change the source into something else. Sometimes you don't want that, sometimes you do. The Perkons itself sounds very nice. It's very aggressive sounding. It's an American instrument, so usually doesn't really fall into my kind of vibe, but lately I'm falling in love with it again. Mostly I love the sequencer, and I learned that to have fun with it, I like to create subtle sound and then process them heavily. So for example, this kind of sound become this. I like the fact that both the Perkons and the Godfather are two things that are meant to be played. They're meant to be live performative too. For example, from now I can do a lot of stuff. And the interesting part here is like the sequence in the Erica is kept super simple. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3 triggers on the kick and 1 for each other channels. If I mute the kick, shift, and this is what happened. And here how interesting it is with the use of the Godfather. I'll show you how I got there. Also want to check that everything is recording correctly. I'm having a lot of technical issue lately with my cameras, the iPhone. So what's happening here? Okay, first let's go into what happened in the Perkons. I have 4 sound. I love the Perkons that you just have to deal with 4 sound. Kick, this other percussion bass, and this. So as you know, the Perkons has few interesting things. First, the sequencer is 16 step, but you can subdivide it in many ways. You can add a lot of interesting variation. But also there's the modulation part. The modulation part is really interesting because, for example, let's listen on This is a sound that right now sounds interesting, but always the same. Let's add some modulation. So how you do that? You press mode, and now this, written here, tune, decay, P1, P2, VCF, drive, effects, level, is the modulation destination. So let's change the decay. So you put decay, and then you select here the percentage of it. Let's go 30%. Then you have a master modulation here, and this is of course the percentage, and this tune up the master for all of the tracks. So let's listen now. And then here you have the wave that can be random, sine. I'm gonna put random. Now this will change the decay. Let's hear. Doesn't really change anything. Yeah, now something. Let's also work with the tune. Now things start change all the time, as you can hear. And then you can modulate everything. And I feel with the Perkons it's good to use very simple sequence and modulate a lot. So let's modulate the filter. And the press P1 and P2. And now we can do the same with this other. So let's modulate the tune of this guy. You can hear. The problem with modulating the tune is, of course, it will not be quantized. That would be amazing if they would do a firmware in which they use quantized scale, but it's fine for this kind of stuff. And let's also modulate this one. Yeah, let's modulate the decay, but not too much. Let's bring it back the kick. Ah, it was already. And we can modulate the kick too. So we can modulate the decay. Decay 30% and actually more. And we go random. So this is a great start. Also, I have some auto, but not massively. With. Kind of glue things together. I love this pedal with that. So if we bring in the Godfather now, let's listen the madness. And cheers, some coffee. Nice, I love it. And this now become a great performative tool. Let's see what we can do in the Godfather. Few tricks for you. So let's take the things one by one. So I'm gonna press off and deactivate all the things. So now we listen just to the kick. Let's have everything clean. So I have some compression going on for each channel. I won't go through that, but I'm compressing everything and sidechaining all these other tracks to the kick with sidechain. So first, I like to add saturator a lot. See how make the things nasty. Then, usually, one trick that I learned from the guys at Enjoy Electronic is to use slow time division to create evolving things. So let's do time. Now I have, we can also put one dotted, and let's bring it in. Something happening already. The feedback is at 0, but we can put a little, not a lot. I want to keep the kick more clean. Then the DPD. DPD is a dual delay. It happens after. And it's great on kick. It had this variation. So To set up, now I have only one. I can add another one. Wow, this is nice. Also, there's a filter. So right now I'm filtering to get just the low end. Of course, you can filter and use maybe the dist LFO to do that, but let's not make it too complicated. I want to remove the second DPD. I think we are fine like that. Sometimes I know you shouldn't, but I like to add some reverb to it. So this is just the kick with the Godfather. Nice. Now, of course, I didn't mention the Erica synth is going out, each voice from the out inside the Godfather. So I'm not using the master section, which is pretty amazing. It has a nice compressor and delay, but going like this really opens up a lot of possibilities. Okay, let's bring in, now let's mute this, and let's work on this. Let's go back to the pad. Same things, we got some saturator. Here I want more reverb. Let's make a fast. Actually, here we can use one thing. You can split the left and right channel. Here what happened. That's pretty cool. So let's put a fully open ping pong. So on DPD2, nice. Let's work on this one. Remove that. Simple, like that. I like it. This one is gonna be important because I can perform with that. See, there is the modulation going here, and with all these effects make very full. So let's now bring back everything. Super nice. So now, what are the performative possibilities you have? First, the filter here, and adding the delay and play with the feedback. The moment you remove the kick low end, the compressor of this one and this one coming in, and see there's this noise coming in, and here is where you can play with the reverb and then bring back. Lovely. So here it is. What you do with this, as usual, it's sampling material. It's a way for you to have fun and perform. And I love when plans come together, like P.A. Barra. No, who was saying that? The guy from Mr. T. I don't know. Anyway, it's super simple, and I like then to explore. When I did, they're still not implemented the preset, but they will come soon. When you have something going on the Godfather, which is synced, then I like to change pattern and kit here and see what happens. So let's do that. So let's pick another pattern. Let's change kit. Let's move another pattern and another kit. Sometimes you get weird stuff, but that's part of the game. For example, now this is cool. So, for the way I'm working lately, which is heavily based on sampling my stuff and then rework it in a DAW, this is amazing. For example, this that I'm listening to it right now, I love it. This is something I can make it something else. Here the amount of texture. Beautiful. So this was something I created before. I don't even know what it is. But the great way this machine works synergetically together, is it even a word? It's unbelievable. Like, I can't wait to have preset on the Godfather, because then not only I can change here, but I will change there. And also, if you have modulation going on, that's another way to make this machine do something else. I also like to press last and make things uneven. Love it. This is great. Wow. Changing pattern, changing kit. So with some planning, you can go in very cool places. Alright, that was it, my killer combo for this month. I will do a Patreon video with some track from scratch and sample from the Perkons. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.